like we could see a real nail biter of a series come through here, but also we could see a lot of potential from Tay and Dodo in the sense that they might be able to isolate one of these players and take complete control. Let's see how it all plays out though, Tony, because we're getting in to game number 1.
The afterburners being brought again for Negima Kaboose. We get to see the Velma, and of course, we get to see our grand final happen here. Matt, it's been a long evening, and hopefully, you guys will stay in tune as we quickly get a cheeky little disconnect. They're about to happen, Matt, as we can't contain the action of this grand final. And we'll quickly look to remedy it. But of course, it's an interesting one, as we said. The Velma, a little bit more floaty than, of course, a few of these other characters we've been paired with the Iron Giant. And of course, no Wonder Woman being brought to the table either. Those guys got locked out in the losers semis. And, well, grand finals, Matt. It's all on the pressure. It's all on the cards. Velma Iron Giant versus LeBron and Harley Quinn. And, of course, we saw as soon as they get that first knock out, that first ring, they're able to really capitalize on the pressure and really start to roll with the confidence of, especially going into maps 2 and 3 of that series. We saw a lot more aggression and a lot more crazy plays being thought for here by the side of Dodo and Tay.
Absolutely, Tony. They're really just managing to find those gap closers for themselves, heading forward into the series here. And I'm eager to see if they are able to carry the same momentum into the grand final as they have been through their journey through the losers bracket there. Whether we do see a bit of a resistance come through from Kaboose and Negima now, considering the Velma and the Iron Giant combo definitely does have its fair share of fun behind it. And we'll see how it does go as we do get back into the character selection now. It looks like we are seeing LeBron, Harley Quinn locked in for Tay and Dodo. Velma going to be locked in for Kaboose there. Negima on the Iron Giant, Tony. And here we go again, loading in to the game server now for game 1 of our best of 5 grand final. Wondering whether we will see the bracket reset or whether it all goes down in this best of 5.
Yeah, of course, playing for the $200, but also playing for the glory of both these teams. And as you said, Matt, always potential for lose this bracket reset. But of course, now into it. Map number 1 of your grand final. Kaboose and Negima taking on Dodo and Tay. And you can see not a lot of aggression this time being shown by Tay and his teammate who have found the isolation onto the Iron Giant. There's some good damage in and close to the top of the map there. Very much a scary prospect to be in if you're Negima, because really starting to pick up the pressure. 130 percentage and sent upward in so many of these engagements. Tay looking for the follow-up. Just a quick bring out to the right side. Negima's taken out. Great follow-up on the combo from Tay.
Good follow-up there, and it looks like they're trying to follow up even more, just isolating this Iron Giant right now, looking to see if they can take destruction onto Negima. Good combo, though, coming out from Kaboose. They send one back, 1-for-1 on the stock now. We're going to see if they can isolate more player in their favor, perhaps Kaboose. Just being punished right now, not able to support their teammate, but it looks like Negima might deal a little bit of punishment as well, but speaking of, Kaboose has gone off the map right now. The juggler is back in action here, trying to keep them to the top of the map. They bounce one off. It's all up to Kaboose now to see if they can get one back here. Look at these air dribbles, just doing so much work. Almost ringing them out just like that, but they will find a ring out themselves for Kaboose and Negima. 2 more stock is what they need, but Tay and Dodo only need 1.
Afterburners are on, you can see the chip damage coming through though. You never would have thought that Negima would be a spiker with such a heavy character like this Iron Giant. Will be able to send one out and even it to the match here, but he's playing so close towards the top side. Just one good combo in. Negima could be falling. You can see heavy pressure being put in, and there's the ring out. And there's map number 1 for Dodo and Tay, looking for that losers bracket reset, Matt. As you said, they win this best of 5. We see another one happen. 10 potential maps to be played. Negima in Space Cowboy Kaboose. They drop map number 1.
And we are going to be seeing the bit of a replay here as well. Looks like we are going to see some of the moments as to how this all played out in the end. Tay and Dodo obviously closing that one out by the last stock. And that will be game 1 of this best of 5 series going in their favor. It's now going to be up to Kaboose and Negima to see if they can find recovery here, take a game of their own, whether the pace will continue to show prominence towards Tay and Dodo here.
And it's going to be interesting. You know, you saw a different look, Tay and Dodo, to start that one off, potentially feeling out their opponents early on. Negima and Kaboose, a little bit of, I guess, overconfidence to go for some of those side of the map plays, and Tay and Dodo definitely able to capitalize off of that one. So look to map number 2, look to see a potential different pick up here. Of course, here's going to be Trophy's Edge once again. We go to picks, nothing being changed up here. Negima, there was a cheeky little bugs hover, because he's going to stick to the roots. Nobody changing it up. And it's interesting to see that none of these teams towards this top 8 have been too likely to swap up the play.
We'll see how it all goes here and now, though, as we dive into the character selections once again here. Looking to just get everything locked and loading in to the map now. Speaking of which, we will be just awaiting the game server to be secured there. Whilst we do wait in anticipation for what game number 2 could look like here. As both of these teams have shown their moments of glory, moments of power. And there is going to be many more yet to come right here before us into this wonderful stream today. But we are straight into the Trophy's Edge once again here. We're going to go for the damage already. Is Dodo and Tay there, focusing up onto Negima, whilst also not completely being isolated from Kaboose, but still just doing a bit of chip damage to them on the way through. But Negima seems to be their primary focus for the moment.
Yeah, it seems to be where these teams want to focus their attention. 105, 114, Negima. Extremely costly. Just one combo is all that's necessary to send him out for that quick little ring out. You can see that Harley Quinn very float about the map. Spiral spin being set by Negima towards that right side, but it is so carefully getting back onto the map, able to slide back into ledge guard here from the side of Tay and Dodo. They're playing a little bit more cautious too. They're cautious of the possibility that Kaboose could look to be born in their side to bring a spike and spin a ring out through, but it is finally Negima picks up the first knockout here. But Tay and Dodo, they've taken a lot of damage.
Taking a lot of damage, and there could be a lot more. They do find the first ring out to both sides now. Looking to trade it out again here. It goes in favor of Kaboose and Negima now. FBI could be on the way as well soon. I saw a little prompt come up there. There it is. Looking to take someone under arrest there. Not going to reach his target quite yet. They do eventually, but as a result, it will be a stock going the way of Tay and Dodo. 2 for 2 on the scoreboard now. Kaboose just trying to bring out those speech bubbles there, see if they can support their teammate as well with the megaphone. The juggle coming through again, however, allowing them to get another stock is Kaboose and Negima. It seems it's favored them. Kaboose down the bottom of the map goes out as well, though. Negima desperately needs to stay alive. Luckily, they're a tank. They can afford to stay alive a bit longer. They've got the ice coming out from Kaboose as well in support. This is such a tight endeavor. Negima towards the top of the map. They're trying to boost them to the skies, Tony. It's almost working. And there it goes. Tay and Dodo. They take it away again.
Tay and Dodo, they pick it up. Map number 2 in the books. 2-0 start against the guys who slid so quickly into that grand final spot. Negima and Kaboose sent packing once again, and it all came down to this final engagement. You saw that they dealt with Kaboose, not quite anything they can do with the speech bubbles there, and again sending the Iron Giant towards the top of the map in so many of these engagements. Tay and Dodo 2-0 and looking for that bracket reset, Matt. This is a scary prospect right now if you're Negima and Kaboose.
Absolutely, Tony. I would be afraid of what is in store heading into the rest of this series, considering Tate and Dodo already on series point, potentially taking away the bracket reset if they do win one more. That is so dangerous heading forward for the side of Kaboose and Negima here. We'll see how it all does play out, though, as it looks like we are going to be into the Batcave this time. Picks being locked in now. LeBron
Ooh.
going to be hovered there. Looks like we are seeing Harley locked in. Velma and Harley this time. Negima changing it up. Okay. I like the look of this. This could be a great reaction. Let's see how it plays in practice, though, Tony.
Yeah, they definitely sense that, of course, the Iron Giants just being absolutely outclassed by Tay and Dodo. So Kaboose, Negima, we've seen them in this situation before. Matt down 2-0 and forced to reverse sweep it from here to claim themselves that championship. Because Dodo and Tay one away from resetting the bracket. Of course, a costly swap up. We, of course, spoke about not many of these teams swapping it up when it came down to it, but it's a call to action here. Swap the Iron Giant out for something a little bit faster, play a little bit more aggressive, because Dodo and Tate have been dictating the pace so far this entire series.
And they could have been looking to do just that once again already. Bringing out the balls there, trying to see if they can get a few more ticks of damage, using the Jack-in-the-Box as well. Just trying to make sure they can push their opponents as high to the ceiling as possible here. Speaking of, looks like there is a bit of focus actually going towards both of these players at the moment. Just really trying to lock in. I love to see the other Harley as well. They're able to react to this LeBron and Harley combo, do a bit more damage themselves here. Kaboose now being focused towards the side of the map, does have the megaphone though, using the speech bubbles now to try and support their teammate. Might be able to find some damage here, but there's heavy ticks being taken on both sides. First ticks of a damage will go the way of Toto, or Tay and Dodo rather, as they take first stop.
The team named that Toto by Africa sent outward down here by Negima. One knockdown a piece here for both sides. Back into the swing of things, and a quick one Dodo picked up. But now the advantage taken back by Dodo and Tate. You can see the hits coming through. A lot of pressure being put on to Kaboose to really answer back. Negima has swapped it up and he's been doing well so far off the Iron Giant, feeling a little bit more floaty about the map. But Kaboose is taking a lot of damage, followed up. Harley Quinn is juggling so perfectly right now here. Tate needs to be a little bit cautious over towards the top side of the map and taking a lot of damage for it. Harley Quinn going in. Could be a potential spike towards the ledge guard here. Caboose is almost off the map as well. This Harley Quinn Dodo has been a threatening pressure. So Harley Quinn back Negima and Caboose to find themselves match point on the swapper.
It seems it's worked out quite confidently, but speaking of match point, it is going to be in favor of both sides now. Either team needs to find it, and it is the bracket reset. Tate and Dodo bring it back. 3 in a row means we run it all the way back to the beginning. The bracket reset comes true, Tony. Here we go again.
Yeah, it's almost like that best of 5 didn't even happen as we take a look at our replay, and you take your eyes towards that right-hand side here. Harley Quinn off the map and not able to recover. Negima been playing too much Iron Giant, it would seem, Matt, and well, that's what sends us now to our another best of 5 to be played out between these two. And after Tate and Dodo rocked it so convincingly, a 3-0, not an answer was found. A few match points, sure, but not a map claimed by Kaboose or Negima. They're on the back foot of this one. Going into the grands now, it's fully evened up. No winners bracket advantage no more. Kaboose, Negima, you have to answer.
Desperately need to find that response here, Tony. And if they don't, it could spell trouble for them. As we do head towards yet another section of our best of 5 series here. It is going to be the bracket reset coming true here, Tony. And these teams looking to give it their all at this point. Looking to see who will be able to find the victory towards the end here.
Who will be able to find it? Of course, I have to say, and we've been saying it so far, Tay Dodo, they've just gone from one loser's bracket game to the next and really been amping up the pressure. Negima, Kaboose, they need to shake up. They need to be awakened right now because Dodo and Tay looking to run through this game here, Matt. It has been an absolutely crazy evening, and it all might come to an end in just a few more maps. If Tay and Dodo are able to keep up this pace, we could see the full reverse sweep. The losers bracket reset into the sweep 3-0 to take home the championship here. And of course, you saw the matchups. You saw Negima swap to that Harley Quinn. It didn't quite work. He was starting to find a little bit more of the groove, but a little bit shaky on some of the movement there. Sent himself out of the map and sent us to this bracket reset.
Absolutely, Tony. And we will be pushing our way towards the series again, I believe. Looks like we have got another lobby set up now. Looking to play our Trophy's Edge map. Here we go again. It is going to be LeBron and Harley. Picked up on the side of Tay and Dodo here. Kaboose and Negima. Going to be locking in the same combo. Velma and Iron Giant. Maybe looking to change up their playstyle this time. Looks like they are just going to go with Old Faithful, though, as we do push our way into the series once again here. Here we go again, Tony. Trophy's Edge. We're going to be the first game of our second best of 5.
Our second best of 5 for the grand final, Matt. You said to me that you wanted to see all 10, and, well, we only got to saw 3 in that last one. We might be seeing all 7. If you can count an 8s potentially on the cards if this one goes to all 5, but it's up to the players. It's up to how Kaboose and Negima can reset after such a strong performance and such a battering of play coming through from Tay and Dodo, but this time they're the ones that take the early damage.
Seems that they are taking the early damage here this time. We're going to do a bit more as well. Already trying to reach for the skies here. Trying to see if they can get a bit more potential. Good boost from the megaphone from Kaboose there. Just trying to see if they can assist their teammate to do a little bit more into it. The afterburner's coming into effect as well, but considering how much Dodo and Tay can manage to stay off the ground, I don't know if the afterburners are really going to affect them here. Great send, though, coming out from Negima. Managed to take first stock there, and they're looking to do a lot more than just that.
They're looking to do more than just that. You can see high damage onto Negima, though it's always a thing to look at if you're... Yeah, another knockout. Kaboose and Negima seem to have shaken it back up, back to the Iron Giant, and back to the swing of things. Kaboose and Negima up 2-0 to start this one off. But Dodo and Tay find themselves a much-needed spike back and bring out and found onto Negima. They need to close this one out to Kaboose. Even it up fully, damage being dealt across the margin. You can see some good spacing and good damage pressure onto Negima once again. Really stand tall and stand as this tank, stand as an immovable object in the server right now. You can see Dodo as well taking a lot of bit of damage here. Almost the ring out there onto the Iron Giant. And here's another match point found by Dodo and Tay. Kaboose a little bit close to the margin, but match point back, and now it's all even. It's almost all she wrote. Negima taking a lot of damage on the combo here. You can see ample pressure being put on here back by Dodo and Tay.
Dodo and Tay doing so much at the moment. One stock is all either of these teams needs. We'll see which of them will be able to lock it in, though. This pressure is beginning to build over and over again. Negima getting stacked up by the megaphone there, keeping them alive a little bit longer. They're getting close to the ceiling, though. There it goes. Dodo and Tay take away game number 1 of this next best of 5 series in their favor. And they continue the streak, Tony. They're 4-0 at the moment. People have been predicting 6-0. Let's see if their predictions will come true.
As we take a look at that replay, it got so close. A strong start. Kaboose and Negima started to feel it back on this Iron Giant Velma combo, but a great follow-up aerial there from Tay. 1-0 start in this grand final for Dodo and Tate. 2 away from closing it, Matt. We saw 3-0 to reset the bracket. We might be seeing a 3-0 to close at 6-0. In dominant fashion, Dodo and Tate could look to take this grand. We're getting ahead of ourselves, though. Kaboose, Negima, 2 more maps potentially to stop this from happening. You're going to have to dig deep, Matt. You really start to slip up. You really start to be tested as a player in some of these situations where you felt like you were in the favorable spot. You felt like you were in such a winning advantage. And it's just all been shaken up. It's all fallen out of your grasp. The players that make the plays are the players that come out on top. And so far, it's been Dodo and Tate making all the pressure be known.
And the pressure will continue to build up as we get into our character selection here, Tony. Ooh. Hello. Negima going for the Finn this time. We saw Finn come out from Negima earlier tonight. Looking to combo with Kaboose on the Velma. LeBron James and Harley going to be stuck to by Tate and Dodo as well. So, eager to see how this one's going to play out with the Finn now being brought to play. Because they're trying to see if anything can work to counter out this LeBron and Harley combo, but it just seems to be almost unstoppable at this stage. Like, it just seems like they try something, they get so close, but ultimately, Dodo and Tate just seem to be able to find the way to push it over the line over and over again. So they need to find some way to maneuver around this and take a game of their own. Otherwise, we could see Dodo and Tate take away this series undefeated.
Take away the series undefeated, and that would be a very, very crazy prospect, especially to any orgs that are looking to get involved with a few of these fighting game players here. Look no further than MultiVersus. Look no further than Dodo and Tate at the moment. Some hot prospects in the 2v2 scene, that's for sure. We get some damage in, juggling it about here. You can see so much damage dealt to the Finn already, treating Negima like the point of focus still, even though he's not on this Iron Giant. It doesn't matter, especially with Dodo and Tate following it up so perfectly with each other, the dribble of the ball, and you can see that this Finn just can't seem to get any hits in without being answered.
Yeah, it just seems to be a double-edged sword there, Tony, doesn't it? They get damage, they take it too. Speaking of, 2 stocks already taken there by Tate and Dodo. Just looking to see if they can build themselves up even further now. They haven't taken all that much damage themselves. Just managing to maintain their grasp over the series so far. Looks like they're getting pretty close to it though, but they found the 3rd stock. Now trying to ring out Kaboose as well. This is incredible how much pressure they're able to build there. Luckily, Kaboose and Negima do find 1 stock back, but if they lose any more of their lives, they're just going to be out of this one. It will be a 2nd game going the way of Dodo and Tate here. This pressure is immense. They found another one, Tony. Luckily, they're still in it. But my word, they have to put in so much work if they want to stay in this.
And Tate going off map for this off map dribble, potentially for the off downward spike. Here you can see the pressure's on to Kaboose, the pressure's on to Negima. They need to hold on strong, or we'll be seeing a 2-0 lead, potentially a quick series underway. The bat to the right side and sent skyward, found once again. Kaboose falls. Tate and Dodo take map number 2. And Matt, it's getting scarily close. The possibility's still there. Kaboose, Negima, they've fallen so far from grace, and it's been a stunning performance out of Tate and Dodo so far. 1 away from closing it. So Tate to look to this replay there. Rightward side, leftward spike into the upward bang. And then the follow-up from Tate. Perfect positioning for that combo, Matt. And I have to say, Tate and Dodo have been playing this series so in tune with each other.
Couldn't agree with you more there, Tony. They're just really able to synchronize so well. It just seems that the twin buff is just too much, Tony. As they're able to really combo super well there and do the very best that they can. Looks like our next map in rotation could be one we haven't really seen much of tonight. I think, if I'm not mistaken, my eyes deceive me, it could be Treefort. So eager to see how that one's going to play out.
Treefort being thought about here by these players, and it will be locked in. Treefort for our potential final map. Kaboose, Negima, what has happened? Where have they gone? They've gone missing since our winners finals. It was such a worrying prospect. We almost saw Kaboose and Negima actually fall to that lower bracket and had to bounce back so convincingly. It's the Finn and the Velma once again. Dodo and Tay, they've been rocking with us. LeBron and Quinn so far this entire series. And Matt, potential for the 6-0, the re-sweep through the losers. The run has been immense from Dodo and Tay. And it could be all ending here. Map number 3 of your best of 5 grand final after a bracket reset. Kaboose and Negima, they're fighting for tournament life.
Fighting on for dear life here. We'll see if they can manage to find some kind of a reversal here, as they have found their fair share of struggles, but there's still plenty of potential behind them as well. Already early damage going in favor of Dodo and Tay, it would seem. A little bit of a comeback though from Kaboose and Negima here. Great usage of the enhancement and the speech bubbles there. Kaboose taking a bit of punishment, does deal a lot more back though. Good ignite actually coming through as well. Trying to see if they can catch something here. Megaphone doing its job once again though. Going to see the LeBron just try and keep Kaboose off the map right now. Almost hitting the up spike as well. The damage is so good for them, but no one's been ringed out until now. Say goodbye to Kaboose. We are back to one stock in favor of Tay and Dodo.
Not for long, especially with them at very high percentages, especially with Kaboose trying to fight for it. Harley Quinn, though, it's 1-1 even trade there for both these players, and it's match point found quickly, just like that for Dodo and Tay. And this could be all she wrote. Finn and Velma need to fight this good fight. They need to find it. They're able to trade it back. They will find the spike out to Tay. The ring out, but still one away. Dodo and Tay, the damage is being dealt to Finn right now. You can see the pressure is definitely starting to smell here. Tay flowing with it. Few balls coming out here. Harley Quinn looking to get weakened through, but smacked down from Negima. Able to find match point here for Negima and Kaboose. But of course, the damage has been dealt. The high percentage is starting to rack up here for Dodo and Tay. They can look to find this ring out in just a second.
See if they can find it here and now, Tony. One stock is all either of these teams need. Kaboose and Negima need to hold on for dear life. Take that stock if they want to keep their journey going in the series. They're getting so close though. Dodo and Tay managing to launch them to the ceiling. Kaboose almost ringed out. They managed to hold on for dear life here though. This is going to be a real nail biter, Tony. But there it almost is. They're still alive somehow. There it goes. Dodo, Tay. Take it away, 6-0 in their favor. They win the grand final.
They are the winners of your winter championship. Dodo and Tay take a bow. Absolute stunning performance. Losers bracket reset, losers bracket run into the 6-0 in the grand finals, walking home the winter champions and taking home the prize.